employee who worked for the president of a Georgia university, has resigned as the state launches an investigation into a sorority sex scandal. Channel 2 investigative reporter Nicole Carr has been working on this for weeks now. And Nicole, you broke this exclusive story, 5 o'clock. GBI agents have been on campus, and this weekend more investigators are heading in.
Right, this time for an internal investigation headed up by the sorority in question here. Through records, we were able to link the woman who worked alongside the university president to the sorority and a sexual misconduct probe. Through an outside source, we learned Alicia Johnson's name, captured her photo before it was removed online, and submitted an open records request for her Fort Valley State University personnel file. That's when we discovered the university president's former executive assistant resigned last week amid a state criminal investigation requested by the Attorney General's office and allegations of sexual misconduct tied to the university's chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Johnson's online profiles show she once led that Alpha Beta chapter as their graduate advisor. Now, attempts to reach Johnson at her last known address in Bicel were unsuccessful today. The GBI and university system will not comment on the ongoing investigation any further right now, and the university's spokesperson has not returned a request for comment about Johnson's resignation.
AKA sorority accused of running a sex ring and pimping out pledges. A sorority chapter at a Georgia university is embroiled in a sexual misconduct investigation after being accused of running a sex ring and pimping out its pledges. The Alpha Kappa Alpha chapter at the Fort Valley State University was suspended last week after the sex scandal allegations surfaced involving a sorority members and a female administration employee at the college. It involves allegations that the newest members were involved in a sex prostitution ring in order to pay for pledging for the historical Black Greek sorority. Customers allegedly included local politicians, businessmen, and according to the Atlanta magazine Rolling Out, Alicia Johnson, who was an executive assistant at the university and an AKA sorority advisor, is under investigation for allegedly pimping out the pledges. Johnson resigned from her position when criminal investigations started. The Bureau of Investigation have been looking into the allegations since mid-April, but said no arrests have been made, and authorities haven't yet confirmed any of the allegations. An attorney representing Johnson told WSB-TV on Monday that his client was not a pimp. She's not a pimp, and she's not a madam. None of that, lawyer Adam Patrick said. She's not guilty. She did not do anything. He called the allegations that Johnson pimped out sorority pledges so they could pay to join incredulous. I mean, I know people want to be in a sorority. I got that part. I just don't think you're going to sell your body. Plus, it's inconsistent with the reputation of Alpha Kappa Alpha, he said. The investigation started after the university received 2 separate complaints in early April, including one made anonymously through the campus hotline and another made by an employee. The sorority said last month they were appalled by the allegations and had launched their own internal investigation. These allegations are in no way representative of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority's 110-year service-based mission or its nearly 300,000 members. We condemn these allegations in the strongest possible terms, the statement said. We were appalled to learn of allegations of sexual misconduct against a Fort Valley State University employee who also is a graduate member of the sorority. Alpha Kappa Alpha is one of 9 Black Greek sororities and fraternities that made up the National Panhellenic Council. AKA pledges are often required to pay initiation fees and monthly or yearly dues. The average cost associated with a National Panhellenic Council sorority ranges from $700 to $2,500. This doesn't surprise me. I think Kevin Samuels said when he was in a sorority and this kind of thing was going on at the school where he was at. So pledges or sorority females, who normally are one of some of the most attractive females out there, to pay their tuitions and other things that they have to do, I'm not surprised. There's a big market for sugar babies. I did an article a little while back about the rise of the sugar babies, and I'm sure they're being kind of conservative about the estimates of how much these women have been pimped out. And I'm sure that somebody didn't get paid or somebody got mad and turned this in. So I'm not shocked that this goes on. And in fact, I'm shocked that it doesn't go on more, especially since the high cost of college tuition is involved. And there's a lot of women, a lot of students are broke and have to make ends meet, even the ones on scholarship. So the guys normally are athletes. The alpha males are athletes, and the alpha females normally sell their bodies. So I am not shocked. I am not shocked they've been running the service, supplying like it says, local businessmen and politicians. That's how people make their connections. So it is what it is. What I am shocked is it was a female that was involved in making the connections. But we'll have to keep an eye on this and see how deep this actually goes. But this is the world we live in, and I am not surprised that this hasn't gone on for a long time. Normally people keep shut, but in this era of social media, there's going to be people that are actually going to open their mouths and say something. Well, like I said, I am kind of surprised it is a woman that actually did this. That's about the only thing that surprised me. And like I said, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll keep an eye on it and see what becomes of it. I'm sure this is not the first or the last that we'll hear of this. If you think about it, the scandal that was going on with Penn State, where they were actually selling little boys through the school, that got shut down. I wouldn't be shocked if this one gets shut down too. But with that, I'm going to jump off of here. This is BGS out, and I will see you guys on the next one.